Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today I am checking out this brand new 2026 Salem 300ICE travel trailer by Forestriver RV. This is a new floor plan for the Salem lineup. This thing has one slide out, sort of a 3-bedroom unit. We're going to take a few minutes here, kind of walk you through the inside, the outside of this new floor plan, and really kind of show you what this RV is all about. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the new 2026 Salem 300ICE travel trailer by Forestriver RV. As you've seen on the floor plan that was up a few seconds ago, this is a front bedroom, kind of a 2 rear bedroom setup here. Let's start back here in the back and then we'll kind of work our way forward for you. So over here on this side, you're going to have a bunk area on this side that has a little flip up table and a little stool, some steps that take you up to a large bunk area here. Now, this bunk area over there against the wall will actually flip up and kind of create another little mattress wall, I guess you'd say, to give you headroom down below if you want to kind of use the lower bunk as a little living room down there. I'll show you that here in a second. But you got a couple AC ducts up there, window back there as well, USB charger ports back there. There's an electric box with breakers and fuses back here, light switch. Now this bedroom actually has a sliding door that kind of blocks that off. Then you come over to this side and you're still able to get to the top bunk here, but what they kind of did again was try to make this to where this side will flip up. I'll show you that here shortly. Down below, you have kind of a little sofa slash flip out bed down here. So there is TV hookups all right here. Window back there, USB charger ports, electric outlet, and another door that actually closes off right here. So let's flip this up and check it out. Okay, so with this flipped up, I have enough headroom and stuff to just walk right in here. But what it does, again, it's on a little hinge system, and it comes right on up and latches out of the way right here. But this would allow me to basically kind of walk in here and sit down and watch TV or something if I wanted to, pretty comfortably. Again, I could kind of stoop down and just walk in here and sit down if I wanted and watch TV. But it's a pretty cool little setup to kind of give you a second little living room area if you wanted to, as more of an adult versus a kid scenario. This again will flip out, kind of takes up the whole floor space, but basically it's about a queen size bed, roughly, short queen bed. So what do you guys think of something like that? Do you think that would kind of give you that little bit of a Jack and Jill separate bedroom for the kind of boy-girl that you might have? Pretty cool little setup. Let's go over here, just kind of see what I did over here. I kind of just flipped the mattress over, but kind of get the idea. Created that little wall area right there. Back out to the kitchen living room area. So over here, we're going to have sofa area. There is storage underneath it here. This will flip down into a small bed. So if you had an extra guest, there is room there. You're going to have a big window, obviously, that'll open up. You got a USB charger ports back here and some storage space back here too. They kind of continued that little archway with the lighting up over here. Slide floor, flush floor setup with the kind of woven material that you sometimes find on like pontoon boats and stuff there. Now down here you have an electric fireplace, which is basically a fancy electric space heater. So this part is kind of similar to the 26 or 260 ICE that I videoed the other day and posted. That one was a little bit smaller bunk model as well, but kind of the same setup here for the kitchen living room area. So this table right here will actually slide out. So you can kind of pull this out or push it in. Gives you a little extra room here to be able to put a couple extra stools here. Kind of push it back. And then you can see it does come with 2 stools, little scoop stools. Down here you're going to have your televator button, a couple drawers, and you also have your controls. So you got a bunch of light switches, your monitoring panel, your awning button, your slide button, all right there. This actually lights up, and it has a Bluetooth connector to it also. Now, right there, again, televator, you could drop that down, have a nice view out over your awning area. Little shelf space, some lights up in there. High-rise sprayer faucet, large undermount sink. Couple little hooks back there. Then you're going to have your little hidden microwave, hood range light and fan. 3-burner gas stove top with the oven. And you have some drawers and storage under the sink area. Some storage underneath the oven area. And then you have some more storage underneath this section over here too. Up top is going to be your Coleman AC. It is ducted. You do have roof vent up here. You have a couple JBL speakers in here as well. Over here you will have your pantry area. So you got a little section there. There's a drawer there, trash can down below. And then you have kind of a tall slotted area here where they did put a clothes rod there. So if you did have like a long dress or something that you needed to hang up wherever you might be going, you could hang maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 dresses in there or something. You're going to have your 12-volt powered refrigerator, which basically gives you the freezer on top and the refrigerator part on bottom. And then it's got the on-off controls and stuff up in there. You'll have your propane leak detector over here, your digital thermostat for your propane furnace and your AC. You have a JBL Bluetooth connector for the indoor-outdoor speakers. Prepping for solar if you want to do solar. Moving along here into the bathroom area. So you will have some storage underneath your sink area. A couple little hooks here. Nice little mirror set up there. The controls for your on-demand water heater. Porcelain foot flush toilet. Little step-in shower set up here with the ABS tub surround. Pull across vinyl door. You got a skylight up above, roof vent in here also. And then you go into your bedroom area, your master bedroom area here. So let's look over here. We have on the wall, we got a couple light switches and the Versa tilt bed controls. This one was also ordered washer dryer prep. So you could do washer dryer in here if you wanted to. So you got water lines, a drain that goes out the bottom. You got your electric outlets and stuff in here. So you either again have a large closet or a washer dryer area. You could do a combo washer dryer if you wanted to, or a stackable washer dryer, either one. Window opens. And here again, closet space. And you also have a little bit of storage down below there. Underneath the bed area, you will again have some storage down here. Those little bins. You'll have your little step area to get you up into the bed a little easier for maybe the pets or if you're a little shorter. And then you also have a laundry hamper here too that raises up. You're going to have some overhead cabinet space. A couple AC ducts in here, roof vent in here. If you are doing the 50 amp service and prepping for second AC, You'll notice that little sticker up there telling me this vent is wired for that second AC to drop in. There's TV hookups over there. You got your entry exit way here. Window over there will also open. But overall, what do you guys think of this floor plan? Do you like this kind of setup again? Let me know in the comments down below what you think of something like this. We're going to head outside. I want to show you around the outside. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, we are now back on the outside of the brand new 2026 Salem 300ICE travel trailer by Forestriver RV. We're going to start here on the door side and we will work our way around for you. So first things up, this particular one was ordered with the standard aluminum exterior. You are going to have a large storage compartment here on the front section. There's a light in there, and also the little hanging basket for your clothes hamper. They use a kind of a smooth backer to the baggage door there. They call it a dry erase surface, so that you could write yourself some notes there if you wanted to. You can obviously see there's a light strip back in behind there. You have your freshwater tank freshwater tank fill just next to that baggage door right there. And then just down below you can see the heavy duty scissor jack and also freshwater tank drain right there. Now they do offer an option on some of the Salem models to do power stabilizers also. So if something like that interests you, talk with your salesperson about that. But the heavy duty stabilizers with a good cordless drill zip right on down and do the job. You're going to have a triple entry step going into your master bedroom area there. Traditional RV entry door and screen door there. You have a large power awning here with the LED light bar close to the body of the RV. Adjustable arms for tilting, manual override, and the front arm head in case of an electronic failure. You have two JBL speakers on this side, down low, so it's going to be a little easier to hear when you're sitting down here kind of relaxing. Just over here, you're going to have your mini fridge. There is a hot and cold outside utility shower right here. You have a TV bracket here, a cable outlet, and electric outlet here. So you could kind of do some entertainment right here if you want to. And you also have just down below here a gas line hookup. So you could plug in a portable grill over here. And you could also see that enclosed underbelly down there too. You have deep tint safety glass windows. On the back door here, you're going to have, again, traditional RV entry door and screen door, but you do have the large folding entry handle here, and you have the heavy-duty More Ride step, rated for 500 pounds, comes down, touches the ground, basically helps stabilize your entry-exit way for your main door. Going on around to the back side here, you are going to have a traditional flat back rear end here. This one was ordered with the spare tire, and it's mounted to the bumper, comes with the cover as well. You have prepping in the top center right there for the Furion rear observation camera. A very nice camera system that basically would allow you to see what's going on behind you when you're driving down the road or backing into a campsite. Now you do have a nice arch to the roof up there you can kind of see too. And then there is prepping for the Lippert portable stow and go ladder right there. That's a very nice feature, which basically you can get aftermarket a telescoping ladder that hooks on right there and allows you to climb up and down, get on and off your roof, do your inspections and stuff. Now speaking of the roof, let's hop up here real quick and check out what the roof of your 300ICE might look like. All right, I just wanted to hop up here real quick and kind of show you what the roof of a 300ICE might actually look like depending on how you order it. So kind of starting back here in the back, that is your main air conditioner right there. That little black square there is prepping for solar panel. So that is standard. You can order it with the solar panel or without, depending on what you prefer. Kind of do your own thing aftermarket if you want. Got a roof vent right there. Another roof vent here, a couple plumbing stack vents, skylight, your TV antenna, and another roof vent right there. Now really the main purpose was to kind of get up here and just kind of show you. There's a lot of stuff up here on the roof of an RV. You have to make sure you get up here, maintain your seams and your seals and everything to make sure your RV will last you for a long time to come. All right, let's head back down. All right, back down here on the ground. Again, just real important, make sure you do your maintenance. Moving along here, you are going to have your slide out area here. Again, 12-volt powered rack and pinion slide system. It is prepped for Soul Air slide cover. A very nice feature to consider adding to the RV. Basically rolls in and out with the room, helps shade the top of the room, repels a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris, that type of stuff. Very cool setup. Consider doing that as well. Moving along, you are going to have your detachable power cord. The way this one was ordered, this particular one was ordered with 50 amp service and prepped for a second AC. So from the factory, you can get standard 30 amp, you can get 50 amp with prepping for second AC, or you can even order it with the second AC from the factory. A lot of dealers buy it with the 50 amp service, prepping it for second AC. So if somebody does want the second AC, it can be added on. But your choice, order it whichever way you want from the RV manufacturer when you're talking with your dealer. Now just down below right there, you are going to have your dumping area. So you have your gray, your galley, and your black tank dumps here. You have hot and cold low point water drains. And then if they do washer, dryer, prep, it'll have a straight dump out here for that too. You're going to have your black tank flush right there and your city water inlet there also. Your furnace exhaust out right here on the corner, and you have your Suburban on-demand water heater also located here. Now another nice thing right here next to the corner is going to be some very important informational stuff that you need to remember. So for example, this is a production date sticker. This tells me this RV was built 6/6 of 25. My model number again, 300 ICE. I have a gross weight, this is the most you're allowed to load it up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined, 9,845 pounds. Do not exceed that number. Tire size, ST 225 75R15 E-range tire with an 80 PSI cold. Keep up with your tire pressure, extremely important. Let's see here, we got another little sticker here telling me my lug torque. You got a bolt pattern here just to kind of remind you how to do it properly, but it says 100 foot-pounds. Very important to keep up with that too. Right here, we're going to have our dry weight sticker telling us this RV weighed 7,931 pounds when it rolled off the assembly line with an exterior length of 35 feet 10 inches. So again, make sure you know your numbers, do your calculations, do not overload the RV. Step back here so you can see down this side a little better. Now you can see it is very rounded in the front. So it does kind of drop down and also roll up. So it's trying to make it a little more aerodynamic than your traditional flat front style RV. It's a nice smooth aluminum on the front side with the lower gray metal. Standard 220-pound propane tanks with the auto changeover regulator, hard bottle cover, power tongue jack with the light and manual override, 2 5/16 hitch ball, heavy duty safety chains, 7-way Bargman wiring plug. You have room for 1 or possibly 2 batteries depending on the size of the batteries here. But it comes with 0 batteries from the RV maker. If you purchase from Couch's RV Nation, it does come with at least 1. Wherever you buy from, and make sure your dealer at least gives you 1. You need 1 for sure. You're going to have a battery disconnect back there also. But what do you guys think of the look of the 2026 Salem 300 ICE so far? Do you guys kind of like the outer side? You know, the kind of the whites and the grays there. Do you like that kind of look? Do you like that metal? I always forget about this sometimes when we start doing these metal ones. This is actually what they refer to as a tough coat metal. It's not your traditional Yoder metal that you see on most RVs. So a little different here as far as the actual look of the metal when you're up on it. All right, let's step back inside, guys. I want to show you what this thing looks like all closed up. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, I just wanted to hop back up in here real quick and kind of show you what the slide out might actually look like closed up. So when you are ready to close up your slide, you're going to come back in here to your control panel right down here and run the thing in. So this does light up again. It has a little motion sensor on it. You're going to have your slide button right here. Now it is very, very important when opening and closing your slide and stuff to make sure nothing's in the way, especially when you're bringing it in. You want to make sure that there's nothing in the floor that you're going to run over and rip your linoleum. So make sure there's no little rocks or anything that might have accidentally come off your shoes that you're going to damage something with. Obviously, going out-wise, make sure there's no trees or water poles or electric poles at the campsite that you're going to accidentally run into. But when it gets in, it kind of does its thing, stops, let off the button, and you can kind of see it's a very, very tight fit. So you're not getting through there. That's part of the reason they put a front door on here. So if you're stopping at a rest area or something, you could at least run in, use the restroom without having to open up the RV. But very, very simple. Again, 12-volt powered rack and pinion slide system. Very nice setup. They've been using these type of slides in the RV industry for a long time. Pretty quick and easy to do. So if you need to come up in here to grab something and need to bump it out, as long as you got a good charged up battery, you should be able to open this up pretty easily. There is a manual override on it as well, in case of an electronic failure. All right, thanks a ton, guys, for taking the time to watch this RV tour. Much, much appreciated. If you don't mind, please remember to smash that like button, help out the channel. If you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. Thanks again.